Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to my life on paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. And today I am playing along with perhaps my favorite hop of the year. It's Ground Hog Day, which means that we take the same scrapbook layout every year and we lift it. So I'm lifted my own scrapbook layout. There's the first lift, so that was 2023. There's the second lift, 2024, and today I am doing a layout using a picture with me and my friend Diane. We went to England in June of 24 and did a hike. And so I'm excited to scrapbook this. And I love this layout too, which is good when you're recreating it every year. So the first thing I do is now that it's year, I don't know, what is it, year four? One, two, three. Yeah, yeah, okay. So the fourth time making this layout, I know that triangles need to be 5 by 5. That's very impressive that I can remember that. So this is the way I start off. I find different pieces of paper. Now, the way it's supposed to be is you need four different pattern papers, and then each one gets a turn at being the top one. And um, the you're going to use two triangles of the four pattern papers, and it's going to be easier to explain in a minute when I get them all down. But um, you have two of the same pattern papers going diagonally as the other two pattern papers, and then same opposite ways. But I do make a mistake here, and I don't know that if I, you know, when anybody looks at my album, they're never going to notice it. But right now, I'm getting them lined up. So you'll see what I mean. So the tickets and I don't know what you call them, lines, go up in the right upper, so then they have to go in the left lower. But the way it should work is that if it's on top on one side, it should be on the bottom on the other. And you can see I have two maps there. Uh, and the street maps underneath them are both underneath them on the left, in the left upper and the right lower. And really, this should be reversed on one of those sides, if that makes sense. Why I didn't catch that through any of the process, I'm not sure. Because I sure should have caught it at some point, and I didn't see it until I was editing the video. So, well, I guess that's good because I don't think it's that noticeable. So, and actually, one of the triangles gets so covered up that you barely see any of it. So this is Catherine Pooler. I think it's passion fruit, and I'm going to put that onto my block. I've seen Linda, the scrapbooking photographer, do this, and that was my trial, and I knew the photo was going to go there. I add some of the ink, I add some of the water to my block, and it's kind of like the packaging technique, and I will do that all over the background, doing a lot of like checking placement as far as bringing the triangles in, seeing if I have enough, if I like the way it looks. This was not on any of my previous layouts. I think I used pattern paper for most of the other ones, but I still in on my vacation in Florida, I didn't bring a super lot of supplies with me, so I'm conserving uh, patterned paper, I guess. One of the things I didn't bring a lot of, but this works out well and gives a little bit of interest in the background. The papers I'm using currently are all from a paper pack from Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, except for the ticket paper. So I've decided this is enough of oh, nope, I haven't. No, just a little bit more, just always a little bit more. One thing I learned with mixed media, it's okay to do a little bit more. So now I'm going to get those pieces back down, and then I will start to bring out all of my embellishments. I start with the twine because that will go underneath everything. And it's also from Paper Studio. So I used the blue because it matched the best. I have a whole bunch of different colors here, but that didn't match the best. Then I bring out my flare from Scrap and Happy Studios, and I'm going to use three, but I wanted to have some choices. Two of them actually say adventure, so I will take my ATG to glue down the triangles, and then I do use my liquid glue to get that twine to stay down. I will have the playlist down below in the description box of everyone that's playing along. Actually, well, yeah, no, it's the playlist. So some people, they might be starting for the first time, so they'll just be scratch lifting one version. And then some people, it started a year before I started. So if I've done four, or this is my third lift, then other people have done four lifts of five layouts, if that makes sense whatsoever. So once all the twine is adhered, then I will bring my picture in. Like I said, this is a picture of me and Diane at the bus station. We took a bus down to the airport. I've already scrapped the pictures of us on, at the airport on the flight. So that's already done, and this will go along with that. I have a lot of items from Pip Kit Club that I got on a Black Friday deal. So I have those nearby. They're all the right colors. And then I decided I was going to stamp my journal box. So I'm looking for a color. I thought maybe I could find something other than what I just used for the background, but really this worked the best. So that's okay. It's going to bring more of that color in. Um, and then I also made a little mistake you can see there, but it doesn't bother me at all. It almost looks like a little bit like I did it on purpose. So I'm okay with that. Normally, I speed up the video in double time. This time I sped it up in triple time, or we would have, it was an 18-minute video. So, um, but going through all this ephemera obviously took me quite a long time. So, we'll just speed that up a little bit. I knew I wanted two tags up on the corner there. My last my last layout had it. I'm gonna layer them a little bit differently. I think the tags on the last layouts were more tucked behind, and I'm gonna bring them forward in front of the triangle this time. These are all like just lots of little bits from my stash. I have a travel stash, so um, they're kind of from here, there, and everywhere, including the stickers. And I love how all the colors just work so good together from all the different collections. Um, those stickers right there are from Paper Studio. And I've got an orange geo tag and trying to figure out which tags I really want to use up in that corner there. I'm trying to make three clusters, one of the clusters being the journal box down there. I do like to cut out my stickers though, just to lay them on the page to see how everything looks before I glue things down. And I'm trying to, I don't know if I did a great job, but I'm trying to like get the colors spread across the page. The left lower corner with the journal box really didn't get many of the colors. Actually only about three, but the other two, I did a pretty good job of getting all the colors in there. The the flare up on top on the left side, the green one says by plane, boat, or car, travel near or travel far. And then the the one on the right, on the upper right triangle, the flare says views, which I understand, like there was no views in the bus stop, but looking forward to our trip is where I was going with that. We did need passports to go to England, so I've got that little thing that looks like a passport there, and a globe, of course. So for some reason, travel collections really like to use globes, so I wanted to get that on there too. Make sure to check out my channel today for another video. I am trying to play along every day with Follow a Sketch February with State Goddess um, in Scrapping Reflections. Uh, so far, so good. I think I've planned out the first 7 days, so we'll see how this goes. But Um, my channel should be kind of busy this month. Uh, sometimes there will be 2 videos on a day. Sometimes I might have to skip one though. Here I'm checking to see if there's more twine that works for my tags, and I didn't like anything as well as I like the blue, so I stuck with the blue. My question of the day is, do you ever uh, lift your own layout? So have you made layouts that you enjoy and then you make another? I have done this before, especially because, if I mean, even if it's in the same album, they look so different. It's not like someone would pick it out, um, but I have, you know, copied my own layouts before, for ease, to have it's like a sketch where it's a good jumping off point. And if I liked it, why not do it again with other, of course, I'm not copying exactly. It's got other types of embellishments and stuff, so I have no problems with that at all. I did use some foam tape to pop up that travel pennant, and I'm getting almost, where I'm thinking this is done, everything's adhered down, and I'm thinking that it just needs a little something more. So I do pull out my Ellie Studio puffy stickers, and I I use those. There's stars, there's hearts, and then there's these dots, and I haven't been good at using those, so I kind of using them here as enamel dots, and I will get different colors in each of the clusters and do one of the clusters next to each of the clusters, I guess. So, all right, that is going to be it for me after a little bit of White Delusions linen spray. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.